Welcome to the Ferry Godmother gaming world. I am the Oracle, and we're gonna do a VOD review of a game we played in Bronze. Now, if you don't know, I'm not usually Bronze, not all the time, but I think it'll be interesting to see what mistakes and what you should do in your games to not throw your games. Also, we're sponsored by the Magic Feet compression socks. We have a sponsor. It's pretty pogger. So check that out, man. Yeah. Still don't know what position my camera was in, but that's fine. Okay, so okay, so first, I do have issues with my mouse right now. It's like it's really jittery. Reddit guy says it's because of the weather, the different air, condensation or whatever. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that yesterday, but yeah, it's a problem I am often plagued with every now and then. So, oh yeah, here's the YouTube and Discord. Boop. So yeah, okay.
Pancakes, you're a simp.
Pancakes, you're a simp. Okay, so let me take a drink. How do I toggle player view?
Spacebar is from first person to third.
Okay, there we go. I'll try to do this. I don't know how to use the spectate thing, but
if you use Q and E, you go up and down, and then Shift makes you go faster, and Control is slower, I think.
So this is, they didn't take high ground at all, but they do have a Widow. So if they have a Widow, you can't be super jumping or jumping all that high because it's easier for her to hit you. And their Widow wasn't bad at all for a rank. So, I mean, kind of rolling them. This Ryan is way overextended from his team, but he does back up because we're all split. So we're all over here because our Sigma's kind of going on a flank. I mean, they just got rolled because, yeah, that's me rezzing. Don't worry about it.
Well, they got rolled because they were fighting a few fights. The Ryan was on point. They were fighting a DPS on the left, and then whoever was flanking on the right by coast from their perspective.
Yeah. The Ryan can get rolled easily. If you lose your main tank, then it's pretty much over. So our Reaper's kind of extending to push them out, which is a good idea. It's just that he was alone. That's a big hook from our freaking Roadhog, dude. He's crazy. Yeah, get her out of mech really quickly. Free ult charge. Free low. No, we didn't. I honestly thought we were gonna cap that really easily, but they did have ults. Now this widow over here is over there. I valked really early before she could kill me, and then I rolled her. Well, I helped roll her. Now, if you're a Mercy and they have a Widow, don't try to take the fight on your own because you are not that agile. If it's just like if the Widow's on high ground and you're on the low ground, you can't get to her as easy, right? Unless you sneak up on her, like with a super jump or something. Like you can super jump from someone over here that's your teammate and then go up there, right?
You could brig bounce.
You could also brig bounce. But it's not necessarily your job. It's just pretty easy to take care of a Widow because they're usually playing by themselves. Because they have to take off angles to actually get headshots. Because they can't fight in front of like a shield that's just sitting there. Because they're not going to get as much value as if they take an off angle. Like over here, like her team's fighting over here. But she's up here because looking from this angle because we're all over here. Now, if you're smart. You're smart. You're gonna just glock her down real quick. Mercy's bullet does a lot of damage, and if you're in Valk, you don't even have to reload. So it's.
Oh really?
Yeah, you don't have to reload if you're in Valk. That's why because the reload is just reloading in general is it going to be a problem if you're going to 1v1 someone, right? You always try to reload before like a fight starts. You have as much ammo as you can to kill him, right? So you just kill her real quick, do it free res because it's easier in Valk. The range for rezzing is usually like 5 meters. So you can, as long as you start the res from like a certain distance and then stay there within 5 meters, then the res will go off. If you're in Valk, it's a lot longer. I don't know the exact specifics, but it's a lot longer. Like you can res and like literally start moving way out. Like you can start moving like all the way up here and the res will still go off or something, right? So it's pretty easy. Like if you want to play really, really safe, because their DPS are really good, then you'll play like that. Now, who did I even res?
There.
Yeah. Okay, I res Reed because I believed in him, and he ulted and then died, which is
if I wasn't discorded, my d.va would have killed both supports.
Yeah, but I mean, risky reses are fine, but I am more willing to res someone who I know that's my friend than some rando, because I have more faith in my friend's ability, and if they don't do well, I'll just blame it on them, right? She's like, I believe in you, what are you doing, right?
Right.
Like, if you know your friend is consistently pretty good and they're doing good this game, then just take the chance to res, because it can always be a one fight. Like, you never know. Like, why would you play super defensively? Especially if you're in bronze, you need to make plays like that. Like, especially if you're playing with someone, you need to make plays like that to give them a chance to show off whatever, or catch them off guard, because they're not going to always expect a Mercy to go off with a res in the background. If you're in bronze, they won't even look at you at all. They literally will not even turn their eyes. You can res in the middle of their team, they will not even look at you. So if you're in bronze, you're like, I'm so scared. Don't be scared. Pull your Glock out, res more, because it's better to be aggressive and then learn from that, especially in certain situations. Like, let's say you're super aggressive in one team fight and it works, but in other it doesn't work. But then you can decide, like, oh, what are the factors that made me not pull off that res? It could be a Discord orb. It could be the fact that the whole team did notice I was there, or they did know I was there all along, right? But just making mistakes is fine. Res more, Glock more, because Mercy's gun is a projectile, so it's not a regular hit scan. So if you're not used to projectiles, just practice with that more. So yeah.
I say res more, but don't res your teammates in their backline and stagger them.
Yeah.
There's something in
Yeah, there are good reses and bad reses. If there's a chance to win and there's a chance that you can res them, just go for it. Like, if the team fight is like 3v6 or something, but your teammate has an ult, like, let's say Reaper has an ult in the backline, and you res without everyone knowing, or like they don't even know you're still alive, or they don't even see you, and you res and he gets a team kill or something, that would be good. That's a good res, right? But if the team fight is already won or already over, like, no one has ults, no one can do anything, if you res them, like, let's say d.va's defense matrix is up, it probably won't do anything. Like, the team fight is probably already over. You just need to recognize, especially if, like, I mean, I know our Reaper was doing good, because he, like, did a big flank. He was also killing the Widow a lot. So I would res him, personally, because I knew he had all. And it's just me flying in there, just cleaning up. I was gonna Glock the Widow, but the hog hooked her, and I was like, dang, this hog's insane. So yeah, they're coming back for the recontest, so the Reaper pushes up, which is good, but he already drops. Now, someone was fighting back here. Yeah, there was a soldier back there. So I went to help the Moira so she didn't die. She was DPSing a lot. She was DPSing a lot for the range that she's at. So Moira's suck range is, it's decently far, but it's not far enough for her to 1v1 a Widow, right? Especially if she's just walking towards her.
It's either 16 or 20 meters. It's pretty long. It's
pretty long, but on this map especially, the Widow sightlines are insane. Especially first point. So, and they have a soldier. The soldier can just hit a few body shots, headshots, and then helix her from 10 miles away before the orb can even reach him. Because the orb is, it's decent, like, it's pretty fast, but not fast enough for, you know, and a better player would be able to kill her. Like, just back up and run away. Call it out, but don't fight him 1v1, because, okay, that soldier kills your Moira, right? He's 70% of his ult. He gets some ult charge off that. He shoots the pig a little bit. He gets his ult, and then everyone's dead because the Sigma's looking at this Ryan, right? Like, those are something that could happen. Like, don't take fights that the likeliness of you winning it is very, very low. Like, I will 1v1, I will gladly 1v1 a Widow, with or without Valk. With Valk, definitely I'll 1v1 her. Without Valk, yeah, I'll 1v1 her. But if she's good, I probably won't. Will I 1v1 a soldier? No. If I was in Valk and he already used his healing, then yeah. You know? Will I 1v1 an Ana? If she's bad and she already used all her cooldowns, you can hear their cooldowns, so yeah. I usually don't look for it if I'm in bronze, because I expect them to use it haphazardly, that they don't have it by the time that I'm reaching them. Especially late in the fight. cooldowns are usually used by then, in the middle of the fight. So if you just want to turn the tides a little bit, just pull out your Glock. Pretty easy. So I think we win this pretty well. And that guy dies.
They would have been able to win it pretty well if they grouped up a little bit and went in together. But they
This
went
Charlie
in
guy's
one
insane.
by one and kind of
You want
trolled.
to see my literally Papega aim? Hold on. Where am I?
Dude, you aimbotted.
Listen, it was jittering, okay, man? Okay, the fight's already over.
Sure, it's a jitter.
Oh, it's on 2 times speed, but who cares?
It's the mouse that's clicking.
Yeah, it's the mouse, guys. It's the mouse. But yeah, if that Helix did hit me, I would be in big trouble. But since there's a wall here, I wasn't too worried about it. He wouldn't be able to cross because he was on the other high ground. So just knowing where they could be or where they are, and remembering like object permeans, especially if you're in bronze, please remember that just because you turn away from them means that they still exist. They still very much exist. Yeah, you unlock it at level 147 actually.
Oh.
So yeah, he definitely still exists, but he couldn't shoot me from here. Like if this wasn't here, then he could shoot me from here, right? But he would have had to drop, run all the way up. But by the time that's done, the rest would be over and I would already dropped down. So I was pretty much safe. Even if I was low health. But we won that, so it's fine. And then, I mean, Yiker's kind of fragging out, so I don't really care. Don't really care, just be good. Yeah, I mean, I kind of overextend there. I'm glad I didn't get punished. Because they have a Hanzo and stuff. But yeah, oh yeah. I thought I didn't get hit by that, but I mean, I shouldn't have been there. I thought it would be fine because we were gonna push up all the way, but they shattered. I mean, usually knowing if they have ults is good, but you know. I'm trying, so. We're pogging. Soldier's still on high ground. Reaper's gonna go get him. This Reaper's really, he's doing a good job of clearing high ground, especially if you sneak up on them. Cause a shotgun, 2 shotguns to your face is gonna hurt. Yeah.
One shotgun to your face would hurt.
Yeah, 1 shotgun. Look at him. Wait, why does it still have his name there? He's dead.
I think it just shows that in the replay. You were in game.
He's very tired. Yeah, we're pogging. I'm just helping push.
Reaper hits all of the headshot points, and he should be able to one-shot any like 200 health person with a single shot.
Yeah.
The damage.
So, especially on this map, high ground is crazy. Just take advantage of it. You have to be there first, basically. If you clear it out and you're on the team fight, take the high ground because it's easier to like shoot at them from over here where they have to extend so far out to even turn around and look at you, right? Like, you already see them, but they're like, huh? Huh? Some may not even notice, especially in bronze. So, Pog. Look at this Ryan. What a Chad. They also transed. He trans the D.va, pause Chan. And he ulted. I mean, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a movement player. Ew, what is that noise? Movement. Movement in Overwatch? Is that a thing?
Pass into the iris.
That. I saw him with his jump. And I knew he has ult, and he's gonna go after me first. Like, McCree and Soldier ult is really bad for Mercy because usually you're in the air. Like, yes, they had a Hanzo and a Soldier. Unless the Soldier's really good, then I'm not too worried about being up in the air as much. But I don't think he really hit me when I was super jumping and all that, so I wasn't worried about it. But with his ult, he's gonna look for me because he knows I'm up there, trolling in the air. So I just Valked because when you Valk, you can Guardian Angel, and then there's like a I think 1.5 second cooldown. You can Guardian Angel, Valk, and then Guardian Angel immediately after. So useful tech. Like you can just if you're right here, you can just go boop boop. Pretty fast. I mean, yeah, it's a 1.5 second cooldown, but you don't realize how slow it is for you to get to the other person until you're in a situation where you can't Guardian Angel in those 1.5 seconds. It's wonderful.
Does it reset Guardian Angel when you press Valk?
Yeah.
Because when you press Q right here, yeah, you did
it resets. I mean, I didn't really need to because I could only fly to one person. I just wanted to be somewhere where he couldn't see me because he was running out around here.